Let's go ahead and get started with a love reading for you. I went ahead and pulled the spread. Overall energy, we've got ex-lover. Someone here is reminiscing about someone from the past. This is all about nostalgia. The fact that we're going into Mercury retrograde right now will take us back to the past. It'll remind us of memories of the past, when things were so much better, when things were so much, we tend to glorify the past a little bit more, when Mercury's in retrograde, instead of actually seeing it for what it truly is. Okay, so we do have ex-lover here. It talks about memories, the past, old flame, and nostalgia. Okay, I feel like this person is wondering, like, what's going on? What are they doing? Are they seeing someone else? I feel like, they're really having to work on the hidden, or like work on learning the hidden meaning to life. I feel like they are going through a major metamorphosis. Whoever this reading is for, this person is going through a major metamorphosis right now. I feel like the truth of who they've been, how their life has been going, why they're in the situation that they're in right now is all kind of coming to the surface for them to review. And I feel like actually this person is taking this quite seriously. I don't feel like, there's any, I feel like this is one person looking back at their life who is trying to gain some type of clarity and working on strategizing for a better life. I feel like maybe this person too is working on their spirituality. They could be learning more about signs, synchronicities, the truth about, why we're here, the hidden meanings to life. I do feel like this person is getting messages from the universe. They're getting like downloads from the universe. And they realize too that, they've been playing the same old song and dance their entire life. And it's time for them to get serious. I feel like, they do want to ask someone from the past back out. I do get that. Like, they're wanting to go back and make it right with someone from the past. Because this whole reading is based off of this ex-lover. The person that they feel that got away. Okay? And I feel like whose lens we're looking through is the person who created the catastrophe in the first place. The person who was very vague in their relationship, somebody who always kept like there was always a hidden meaning to everything they said. If they said, well, you couldn't really tie this individual down. If you asked them out, they'd be like, well, I'll get back to you on that. So there was always this needing to read between the lines when it came to this individual that I'm reading for. And so with that said, I feel like that's what actually got them in trouble and created the change in their life. And because of that, a truth was spoken. And whatever truth was spoken to this individual has created this, I get a domino effect when it comes to their life. Like, they're in full surrender now. It talks about letting go and releasing, giving up, and patience, okay? I feel like this individual is kind of like taking a step back. I don't feel like they're making any moves right now. I do feel like music is very important to this person. They could be very musically inclined. They could play an instrument. I do get a guitar here. I get acoustic and electric guitar here, actually. So this person does not necessarily mean that they have to play a guitar, but I feel like they do listen to music quite a bit. And I feel like, you know what I feel like? I feel like this person plays your song. Like there's a song that maybe they correlated to you and your relationship, or just reminds them of you. And it's almost like spirit purposely puts that on when they're driving around. Like the spirit does it just to keep them like, do you remember? Do you remember this person? Because the truth is, you drove this individual away. That's what I'm getting. You drove them away. I feel like somebody here was, living life in the fast lane, and didn't want to, take a moment. And I do feel like, this is somebody that you guys could have, met up with. You guys could have went for drives. You guys could have, took off and went on a holiday together. It could have been any of those. And maybe you guys danced to music in the car. I am seeing that as well. But with that said, I do feel like right now, they're in this, like, I feel like they're getting these major signals from the universe that it's time, that it's almost time. And right when I said that, I don't know if you heard that siren in the back, but I feel like they're getting the call to action. And I do think that this individual is going to want to meet up with you. They're going to want to sit down because they do feel like there is this crossroads and there is unfinished business. And it's almost like, they can't move forward until they know whether or not their ex is even willing to take them back. Oh, wow. Sorry about that, guys. So I feel like they're waiting to see if their ex would be even willing to take them back. It's almost like, they're not, maybe they have tried to date around, but they realize the truth that there's no one like this ex. There's no one like this person. This is the person that, very well could have shattered their heart with the truth. Okay. You could have very well spoke a truth to this individual and it shattered them. Like, it has shattered their reality. It is like, really, like, I almost feel like you poked holes in all the cycles that this person has been in, but I don't feel like it is over between the two of you just yet. At least they're hoping that it's not over between the two of you and that you guys can pick up and work through. But they know that if they come back in, that they are literally going to have to confess everything. Everything. And they know it. They know that the truth has to be spoken to you for you to even be willing to take them back, for this to even change. The only way to change this is to be honest. I think that even, whoever's watching this, you're even getting like signs that, this person is on their way back in. Their name could be being spoken to you, little reminders. The universe is kind of like giving you little hints and stuff, like, that this person's on their way back or that they're thinking of you. I feel like, every time this individual, sits back and is like, daydreaming about you, all of a sudden, like, their name comes up in your news feed, or, somebody mentions them, or, you call somewhere and the person who answers has that exact name. It could be any one of those. But I am definitely getting signs and synchronicities when it comes to the past. Yeah, whoever this is, they're really beating themselves up. I feel like it's almost like the one that got away. They're very confused right now because they just find you as somebody who is very irresistible, somebody who's very alluring, and they're bummed. They're freaking bummed right now that they thought that maybe the grass was greener on the other side and they didn't even entertain a relationship with you. And because of that, you walked away. You broke up with them. Well, you're not here because everything's good. That's for sure. So there is definitely, I feel like, they are going to want to meet up with you. I do feel like you're going to be a little indecisive, because, and I feel like for some of you, you could end up with multiple options, where you end up having someone from the past come back in and you're like, well, are they just singing the same old tune? Is this the same tune that they've sung before in the past, that got us into the situation in the first place? I don't know that trust is going to be, you're not going to trust them. Obviously, you're not going to trust them because they shattered this. The person, whoever this reading is for, This individual shattered this relationship. They broke it. And now it can't be put back together with just duct tape and glue, Gorilla Glue. I mean, it's going to take work. Because, yeah, Spirit just showed me this card. There was a third party for some of you. And third party could also be their job. It doesn't necessarily mean they were fucking around. Although, for some of you, they were. They were dating other people. I do see that here. They tried to date other people because, they were trying to get over you. And it just didn't work because they can't stop thinking about you. Every person that they come into contact with, all they can think of is you and comparing this other individual to you. And you're going to be always the one that got away. You will never be, they'll never let you go because it's like you set the bar for this individual. You set the bar when it comes to the type of person that they, you can't just go back. It's like, you're always supposed to upgrade. But what happens when you already had the upgrade and you fucked it up? There's no turning back from that. You're not going to get another upgrade. It's like when the universe sends you a divine counterpart and you're so used to dealing with distorted counterparts, and then you get a divine counterpart and then you think that you can treat the divine person the way that you've treated the distorted people, and the divine person looks at you and goes, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You done bumped your fucking head if you think I'm sticking around for this shit. And then you end up like saying fuck it and driving on out of here after fucking, speaking your truth. This person, it's not going to go over very well because they're never going to be able to stop thinking about what it is that you said to them. And now they know that they fucked up and they're hoping that, they can come back. But they can't come back with this back and forth in 1 minute, gone the next. Because this divine counterpart isn't going to put up with that shit. And it does say back and forth on here. Somebody was in 1 minute and gone the next, in 1 minute and gone the next. Because they were at a crossroads of whether or not they wanted to fully commit, fully be a part of this relationship. Like, what's the unfinished business, Spirit? Yeah, social media, spying, online dating, reminiscing, and networking. So they could actually reach out to you for some of you on social media. For others of you, it could just be a text message or a phone call or an email or something like that. Something to do with online, What's the music about? Yeah, hooking up. Yeah, see, that's what they wanted to do. They were a snake charmer. In the past, all they wanted was a hookup. That's it. And for some of you, they've tried this with new people in their life, and it was just for booty, And because of that, now they're feeling, a little worried, maybe. A little worried. There's some fear there. All right, what's this date? Ooh, addiction, toxic attachment, drugs, alcohol, and obsession. Yeah, maybe they're serial daters. Yeah, ooh, right when I said that, we got a snake. And we do have, right up here on the music, it talks about someone who's a snake charmer. So this person, they spit a good game, they talk good game, they, words. But is this person actually shedding their skin to become the person that they're supposed to be? Being that addiction and fear are, and I'm sorry, snake too, are clarifying the date. I don't know that this person has really changed, who they are, or this is your perception of them. I think, yes, in one aspect, this person is addicted to you. They're obsessed with you. Or for some of you, this person just has addiction issues, whatever that is. Everybody has their own, some people are addicted to drugs, sex, alcohol, codependent relationships. So are you willing to roll the dice with this person again? Are you willing to put yourself and allow yourself to be vulnerable with this individual again after knowing what they've done in the past? And I think there's a lot of fear surrounding that. Like, could I really trust this individual again? What's the ex-lover? What do we got here? Yeah, romantic feelings, falling in love, affection, happiness, and emotions. Yeah, this person is remembering the times that the two of you guys embraced one another, the times that you guys really showed a lot of, love towards one another. And, how did it go from 0 to 60 the way that it did? I think that, You know, they're having to work through this. I do feel like this person does want to sit down and talk with you. They could end up bringing you flowers. They could end up asking you out on a date. I don't know that you will trust this individual again. And I think each person is going to have to come to their own conclusions. At the end of the day, Spirit, what is the biggest piece of advice that you have? Yeah, divine intervention. The universe says, don't make us come back in and break this up again, because next time we'll burn down the fucking house. And I don't mean that literally, but it already did in the past. Anything that is not built on a solid foundation is going to come crashing down at speeds faster that you can't even keep up with. You don't get to come into somebody else's life and just, you know, tear them apart and expect that you're not going to leave any damage in the wake of all of that, you know? And if you keep doing what you've always done, this is what's going to end up happening. So, you know, something supernatural comes in and this is your karma. You know, Spirit's like, nope, burn it down, start over. Nope, burn it down again, start over. Nope, we're not going to let you have this one either. Start over until you finally surrender and you understand the laws of karma. You know, the laws of cause and effect. So what does this person want to say to you? Spirit, what does this person want to say? I know we're twin flames. Okay, Spirit. Okay, what do we got here? I don't feel good enough for you, so self-worth issues. And, you know, that's why people treat people the way that they do. It's not because you're a bad person that you deserve to be treated like shit. 9 times out of 10, you got unhealed people who come towards healed people, like narcissists, you know, coming towards empaths, you know, and it's because you're like a beacon of light for these, you know, unhealed versions of other people, and you're here to teach them a valuable lesson. And it's a shitty place to be, you know. Spirit, please show me, what do we got here for the collective? What does this individual want to say to the collective? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, that's way too many cards. Any cards that did not land face up? Okay. Here we go. What do we got here? I've had very vivid dreams about you. Yes, they are definitely having these signs and messages from the universe. Very much. You could be, you know, they could be having lots of dreams about you. Especially when it's, you know, they feel like that strong connection. I can't stand not talking to you. I feel like this person has a lot to say, and that's why all these cards came flying out. Look at that. I'm battling my addictions right now. What are the addictions to? Everybody's got them. Serial dating, work, money is an addiction. You know, people will chase the dollar bill. You know, it could be anything. This person is battling some type of addiction. Sex addiction, shopping addiction. I want to be with you. This person definitely does want to be with you. I know I hurt you. I never intended to. Oh, and then we got some cards over here I didn't see. All right, what do we got? I'm so tired of sabotaging this connection. I pushed you away because I was scared, and I'm going through a lot. So, yes, this person is definitely going through, you know, and you've taught them a lot. You've really put a lot of, you know, life into perspective, because I feel like you spoke the truth to this individual, and I think it scared the shit out of them, because I don't think they've ever had anybody really talk to them the way that you did. Some of you, I just got this person made a fake profile just to spy on you. Okay? I did just hear that from Spirit. And I think you know it. You've been getting signs that this person is spying on you. Okay? Interesting. Well, you know, everybody's going to be different. What you guys choose to do is entirely up to you. Home. Comfort, safety, belonging, and shelter. I feel like you, in one aspect, you feel like home to this person. But in other aspects, I feel like this person didn't make you feel safe. And because of that, everything came crashing down. Because, you know, one person, you felt like home to them, you know, or maybe do now. But when, like, after it already got burned down, and there's nothing left. Now I feel like home to you. Like, come on, you know? So I don't know. I think that this person kept it way too casual, and now there's a crossroads. Do you let them back into your life because of the unfinished business that the two of you have? Do you let them back in? Do you guys try again? Or has this person, you know, does a leopard ever change his spots? So that is the question. Anyway, love you guys all so much. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll chat with you soon.